Hey, good day, my farming friends. How the heck are you? Welcome to Elm Creek. You betcha. I am on the Elm Creek map. Yep, I am. Anyway, support your local farmers. Yes, you're right. Support your local farmers. Thumbs up. I am down here on the southeast corner of Elm Creek. And I've been contemplating with myself, what should you do? Now, we are doing this on a multiplayer server, so we're going to do a lot of live streaming on that map. But I thought, maybe I should just do something, have a little fun, play a little game. And I was really frustrated with the way Giants did this map. I like the map. It's probably one of the best maps they did, but the main farm, I hate it. I hate the main farm. That is just dumb. It is just dumb. And all the other farms, you can't use the buildings. So that's dumb. So basically, the only way that I was going to do this map is if you could try to build your own farm. Well, it's hard because, you're finding a flat plot of land. So I came down to the southwest side. I know other people have built farms and they've gone in certain areas here and there. But I was thinking to myself, I could just pretend. Put my imagination hat on and that I bought this elevator. Because it does happen in the real world. Matter of fact, all the old small town elevators are kind of going by the wayside. Number one, they're getting run down. They're rat infested. They're heck traps, So what's happening is a lot of times local farmers are buying the local elevator and using it for their own storage. And in my neck of the woods, the case is because the railroad that went through Highway 75 from the Canadian border all the way straight south, most of that railroad, the railroad dug up or is no longer in operation. So all the elevators that were served by railroad are no longer served by the railroad. So they have a hard time trucking it all out. So a lot of them just closed and they built these big grain terminals, out of the railroad track. So, happened in my hometown, the local farmer bought the elevator. So I thought, yeah, what the heck. So then right across the road, it's pretty flat. It's somewhat flat. I'm gonna do some leveling. Matter of fact, I've already done it. So I'm recording this after the fact. It's interesting. Every time you come into a new save game, the crops are different. First time I came in here, this was sorghum. Second time was corn, and now it's a weed-infested sugar beet field. Go figure, huh? Anyway, so I'm thinking, have a little fun on the map. It's not going to be like a survival thing where you've got like $1 in your pocket, because that was kind of hard. And then, just to have some fun and play on it and see what we can do and kind of have a goal. So I kind of have a thought in my head. I'm going to build the farm. It's not going to be anything fancy. It's just going to be, some silos and a shed and maybe another shed and kind of, I'll decorate a little bit. It's not going to be fancy. I'm not used to this. It's not my kind of way of usually doing it. Usually I build a farm out in the country and, secluded, and this is kind of going to be a little bigger open thing. But it's something different. It's something to try, and then we'll pick out some equipment and kind of go from there. So I'm kind of out of my element here, but I'm just trying it out a little bit, just to have a little goal on the map. And I think my goal will be, by the time I build the farm, pick out some equipment, maybe a little bit of money in the bank, and then just try to save some money, make some money, buy some more land, upgrade equipment, because we're not going to go big or go home right away. I mean, that's no fun. If you got the 9R, if you have all the top of the line equipment, where do you go? So that's kind of my theory, and that's the way I'm going to approach this just in the meantime, maybe up until Christmas, or maybe longer. Who knows? Who knows how long it'll take before we get some fantastic maps out there. But I am enjoying the France map. That's a little different story doing that vineyard thing, but we'll give it a shot. So I'm going to take this plot of land. I'm going to build something. I'll just put some music on, and you'll see that real quick. And then I'll come back, and then we'll pick out some equipment. So it sounds like fun to me. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's a waste of time, but who knows. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I hope life is treating you well, but we'll build this farm, and I'll see you in a jiffy.
Down through the haze in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know. should know I don't have to say I'm sorry. I ain't staying in the background, no, 'cause I don't need your worry. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode.
All right, here we are. This is our farm. Now, this is unlike something that I normally do. I'm kind of more of backwoods, not big property. But we're going to go with it. It's nice and flat. It works. We got a shed. We got a shop. We got some bins in the back. And we got the cow shed over there, which kind of works out pretty good because then it goes down into our 2 fields. So we do have a bunch of property that I did buy. And now the question is, now we gotta stock this up with some, we got silos here, so we're gonna have some fun with this. We do have some bins here, and then we will use our elevator across the way too, and then down below here, just because of the elevation changes, we have our little, like I said, it was cornfield in the last one, and now it's sorghum. So we do. Oh, birds! Hi, I like birds. Come on back. So now we have some sorghum over here. So what I did is, I purchased. So we have. This is the, half of this is now a farm. The field's over here. We got that field. We got a field there, and a field there. So, oh crap, no, I don't want to sell that. So 71 is grass. We're going to use that for the cows. And I was going to buy 68. I forgot to buy 68, apparently. How much is that? Holy crap, $614,000. I had 68 bought. It was supposed to be bought. But now, crap, it was supposed to be bought. I'm going to have to fix that later on. But... so now we have our little farm here in Elm Creek. It's nothing spectacular. It's more of the big family / corporate. I don't want to use the word corporate because it's not a corporate. It's still a family farm. And I am kind of basing this off one in the real world in my neck of the woods that they have. You wouldn't believe the amount of buildings and equipment. It's a family farm. It's a I won't give the name because I know some people live in my area. But it's a father and some sons and I think a brother involved. Man, they have got buildings after buildings and they've got equipment after equipment. It's unbelievable. And they probably farm almost 20,000 acres in my area. That's a lot. That is a lot. So we'll go with that. So here's our little property. We have the stuff. So now we need to 2.2 million in the bank. Now I need to stock this up with some equipment. I think that'd be a good idea. So, where do we start? Well, first of all, I'm going to need a small tractor. I'm going to need a small tractor for the farm. Oh, crap, that's the wrong button. I'm going to need a small tractor for the farm, and I'm a John Deere fan. I live in a John Deere tractor all my life. So, I'm going to go with a little 6M. Little 6M. All I want is a front loader on there. I don't need anything else on there. I feel like I could put wheel weights on there if they do have it. Yep. So, we'll go with a little 6M. That'll be our little cow tractor thingamajobby. So, we will purchase that. And then with that, I'm going to need the front loader, and if my recollection is correct, it would be this one here, the 603R, so we will buy that one. We'll worry about a bucket and a bell spike later on. Maybe I'll try to find a fancy bell spike of some sort. So there's our small tractor. Right there, look at that, there it is. That's our small tractor for the cows. Now, I am going to go away here a little. I keep pushing the wrong button. I apologize for that. Just because my friend Zeke, I mean, he is the versatile. He just loves versatile. I don't know what it is. He has an infatuation over versatiles. But I'm a big versatile fan too. And if I drive one every fall. So we're going to go with that. At 583 horsepower, there's plenty of horsepower for what I'm going to do. So we will buy that one. Woohoo! There we go. And then we're going to need a medium-sized tractor to do our planting with and some other stuff. So I'm just going to go with the basic. Oh, crap. I got to go to large here. It is an 8R. An 8R. I'm going to go with the I'm just going to go with a 310. I'm going to bump it up a little bit at 357, and then I'm going to go for the U.S. version, and then I want to go over here to Continental because they have the twins, which are not as fat as the other ones, right? Yeah, see, I wish, you know, if they're coming up with the U.S. version, make a row crop twin tire tractor, right? I don't think BKT, no. See, they're fat. I mean, to me, they look fatter. I mean, that's not a row crop tractor. So, if you were going to pull like a sugar beet lifter or, you know, a sprayer behind it, you'd be going all over your crop. So, I think no, not the Michelin. Are they still as fat? To me, they look smaller. Continental, maybe it was Continental. So, yeah, they don't look as fat to me. So, I'm going to go with that one. We're just going to pretend. And we'll go with that, the 310. Why? You know, most tractors that in my area don't have a 3-point, but we'll just go with that just for the heck of it. Okay. So we got that. So now we got basically our 3 tractors on the farm. That's all the tractors I'm going to go with. And we'll just have to kind of make... Oh, no, I was going to go with one more. Yeah, I am. I'm going to get a medium-sized tractor. I'm going to go with the 4755. And I'm just going to put... I was going to put rear twin on there. Yeah, I'm going to go with rear twin on the 4755. That's 190 horsepower. We can use that for a lot of grass work, some mowing, and stuff like that. So we will buy that one as well. I forgot about that. Okay, so that's our fleet. That's our lineup, which makes sense because, I mean, I've been farming for over 25 years, and basically at a 4-wheel drive, you've got the planting tractor, the sugar beet harvester tractor. You've got the other tractor, which would do some grain cart or rotobeating, you know, sugar beets, stuff like that. Then you have a farm tractor. So we'll kind of go with that. Now, combine. Now, wrong button again. Man, I'm terrible at that. So, you know, if you're going to the John Deere, there's not many mods out here right away. The X9, it's just too big to start. So I'm just going to go with the T560. We're just going to play around with that one. I wish they had some older ones, like some 9600s, 9610s, 9650s, something like that. But we'll just go with that one. Wheel setup is fine. I'm not going to do anything else with that. So we have that combine. Oh, crap, we're running out of room here. So there's the combine. So now we got to get a grain straight head and a row crop head. And then we will get... I'm not going to get a trailer off the bat. I think maybe I can drive down the road because the header is not that big. So we'll go into headers. And for the header, it's just the John Deere header here. We will buy that one. Then we need a corn header. And of course, with that combine, it'll be the smaller John Deere corn header. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-row header. Yeah, 8-row. So we get that one. Now, for seeders and planters, I wish we had more options in here. Now, the obvious choice, if you're thinking John Deere, go for the DB60 or the 1775NT, whatever they call it. That's going to be the future one. So I'm going to try this Kinsey. It's new. I've seen Kinsey tractors at farm shows and Big Iron and stuff like that. I've never had the opportunity to plant with one, but we will purchase that one as a planter. And then for the seeder is a little different. I wish we had more options in the seeders. I'm just not a fan of any of these. But because we can seed and fertilize with the Kuhn, it's 270 horsepower. Our 8R tractor will be fine with that. So we will purchase that as well. Okay, so there we got the tractors, the seeders, the combine. Now we have 633,000 left. I think I planned this out pretty good. So obvious things, if we have the bins, we're gonna need the augers. Now this one is great for unloading. This one is not. It works, but it's a pain in the butt. So basically, you got to buy both of them. Most farms that I've been associated with, I mean, there's 4, 5, 6 augers, you know, for every little thing. So we got the 2 augers there. Now, of course, now we're gonna need mowers. Oh, okay, mowers. Now I'm gonna try something different. I've never seen this one, and the whole point of it is try to find some different, newer equipment. So 180 horsepower for a mower. That's a lot of horsepower for a mower, but we'll give that one a shot. And then, of course, we'll need a baler. I'm gonna go with the Pottinger here right off the bat. We'll just try that one. We're gonna do round bales, or somebody I know calls them circle bales. Yep. I call them round bales, but okay, whatever. Okay, so oh crap, what happened to my baler? Did it disappear? Am I running out of room? There's the mower. Where did the baler go? I hope the baler's not down the hill. Oh, crap. Did I buy the baler? Did I hit the wrong button? I heard that go cha-ching. Yeah, I bought the baler. I wonder where it is. Okay, I'll have to find I'll find it later. My parking lot's getting kind of full of equipment here. But you know what? I've never done this. I've always started off with the thing set up and ready to go. I've never really done with kind of going through this. It's kind of interesting, kind of different. Like I said, we're wrong button again. Supposed to be for fun. Okay. Now I need a well, I feel like I need a windrower too, don't I? But yeah, I feel like I need a windrower. I'm gonna try this. I'm not even gonna pronounce that. This one's Samaz. I have no idea. It just looks good. We'll just go with that. Hopefully, I gotta find my baler. I bet you my baler is down the hill. I bet you my baler is down the hill. Are you down the hill, baler? No, I don't see him. I wonder what happened to my baler. Yeah, I don't see it. I says I own it. I'll have to try to find it and bring it back here somewhere. Hopefully it's not stuck in the grain bin. But you know what? Let's just go on here and look. I forgot I could do that. Here, baler. Are you way over here? No, that's the new thing. I don't see my baler. It didn't pop up anywhere. Well, you're not going to lose money by selling it right away, are you? Okay. Maybe you do. You know, if you don't use it for the first hour, you don't lose any money on it. How much was it? Oh yeah, you do. Now you do. Well, that answered my question. Okay, well, that's okay. I think I should be okay. Did it come back? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there's my baler. Okay. Plus, I'm paying delivery costs for all this stuff. Now, I need the bale wagon because I'm not. Yeah, I need a bale wagon. I could. No, I'm gonna get that thing. That thing does do round bales, doesn't it? This one does round bales. Yeah, that one does round bales. So we'll get that. And then I need a truck. I'm gonna need a truck. Got to get myself. We have to go with the Mack. I'm having troubles with this. I like the that, but it's just I'm just gonna go with that. So we gotta get that. So we will buy the truck, and then I'm gonna buy a trailer. I know because there is a problem. We've been having trouble with the in-game that Mack truck and an in-game trailer. So I am gonna get that. Oh, I want it black. I like Hopper Bottoms black. That's what I pulled. Oh, that's sexy. That's good looking stuff right there, my friends. So we'll go with that. Now, crap, I'm running out of room again. How in the heck am I going to get all this stuff put away? That's a pretty big shop, though. We should have plenty of room to put stuff in. Plus, we got that thing over there. I kind of like these two buildings. I got to be honest with you. They are pretty cool. So now I got to get some tillage equipment. I need a plow. So thanks to Beck's. Oh wait, that's Subsoilers plow. I mean, why can't you put in a decent plow? So thanks to Beck's, I'm gonna go with the Speed Tiller 465. You gotta have a red piece of equipment in the. I mean, every farm needs a red piece of equipment, right? So we'll go with that. And then cultivators are kind of not really needed anymore. Because if you want to do the seed bed prep, get your extra 5%, you want to do this. So I'm thinking that the speed tiller, I'm wondering now, actually, because this plow, it's a speed tiller. I'm wondering if I should look. I'm going to wait on that. We got to save a little bit of money in the bank. If I have to borrow some a little bit, I'll borrow some a little bit. Because then I'm going to have to decide, oh crap, I'm not going to buy it again. Because I don't have to decide if I want to do a cultivator or a, something else, a disc harrow to get that 5% seed bed prep, power harrow, mulcher, whatever. We can do that. In the meantime, I still need a sprayer. I'm just going to go with this one. That one will work just fine. I'm not going to go with a self-propelled one yet. We'll try to work our ways up. A roller, that would be another thing too. Rock pickers, so I do have rocks and weeds on. So I will need to do that as well. That's 52,000. I'm trying to think. I got 81 left. That would be 52. I don't need to worry about auger. We can work our way up to an auger wagon. We got the seeder. We got the planter. We got the mower. We got the baler. I suppose we could lease a wrapper down the road if we want. We'll have to work towards our cows and work towards our animals. That's another thing we're going to work towards. So hopefully when we do this harvest stuff, we'll make some money. And then we can buy some cows and go on from there. Other than that, I'm going to think about that. I think I'm going to leave the $81,000 in the bank right now because we might have some costs associated with going on. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Now, how much was it? I originally bought that field when I first did it. I must have screwed up and not saved it when I left. Because that one's grass. This big one is grass. We have corn here. We have sorghum here. We have soybeans here. I think this is 69. Well, let me look. What is 69? Is that oats? Yeah, that's oats. And 68 was, oh no, 68 potatoes? It was sorghum. Yeah, so I had 68 originally planned out. So that's 614. Maybe I should just get that done. So that was where I was going to start. I know it looks like a lot of land, but this one's grass. And this one was 70 is potatoes, and I'm not going to do, yeah, 70 is potatoes. I'm not going to do potatoes. That was oats. That'd give us the straw. Yeah, because we do have soybeans, sorghum, corn. And then that would be corn and oats. So I did have 68. So I'm going to have to get 68. I have to figure that out. And then we'll work our way, get more land as the time progresses. But I don't think anything is right now. The corn, yeah, that was pretty close. The corn on 69 is ready. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, yeah, let's do that. First of all, what I'm going to do is I was going to use the silo across the road and do that and put it on the train. But I want to put it in the bins first, and we'll store it in the bins and kind of go from there. I just love the idea of these bins and being able to use them. Now I suppose I have crap everywhere in the parking lot here. I can't. Hold on one second. I have to apologize to you, my farming friends. I recorded a bunch, and then I went and edit, and there was a short in my cable. So there was a crackling sound in the background. It was driving me nuts. So here I was getting all set up. Told you how colorblind I was. This wasn't a cornfield. It was actually an oat field. I didn't know the difference between... I think I had it set on the grow stage, and it was bright yellow, and I just figured corn. But I didn't put two and two together. You're probably yelling at the screen. So anyways, so I did get all that. I did get everything bought. I got everything kind of put away and organized. I got the grain bin set up. And then I came down here with the combine. I ended up having to buy a header trailer because I had to go across the bridge and over the river and through the woods. So I couldn't drive the header on. So I got a little header trailer parked up there. I had the Mack truck and the hopper bottom down here and the 4755 with the baler. So this is what I've been doing. Well, you saw that before the time lapse there. Yeah, a little music on. So I've been kind of playing around on this, but things are going pretty good. I got the front hopper on the semi full, and maybe a hopper on the combine on the back. I can't remember. And I started making bales, and then I remembered, oh man, you know what's frustrating? I'll tell you what's frustrating, people. That you're so you've been playing FS19 for like 3 years, so you're so used to your mods and the way you play it and the way the game is played. And one of the things that I always took for granted was round bale extension. So now I have to, I'm doing the bales, and every time I get full, I have to stop, manually open up. I suppose it's more realistic. But you're just so used to just cruising right along and not having to worry about reaching 100% and stopping and open up the back of the baler. So that's one thing. And then I noticed that my bales just started rolling down the hill towards the creek down there. Right about here, there's a kind of a hill. And it started rolling down. I got one bale way down there at the end next to the header trailer. It's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we're going to get this field done. This is our oat field. We'll get this all combined up. Matter of fact, I'm just wrapping up the last little wedge here. We call it a wedge. Little wedge in the corner. Wrapping that up, and I'll get this baled up, and then I'll get the bale trailer out here, and we'll probably get the bales stored. See, now I'm just assuming this, that, like FS19, my bales are going to wither away and what's the word I'm looking for? I think I had a stroke. I think I just had a stroke, believe it or not. I feel like Joe Biden giving a speech. Wither away or degrade. They're going to get destroyed, leaning out in the elements. So I had that one big building. I maybe on the far side, I'll just start probably stacking some bales there until I can figure out what to do later on. Kind of funny. Yeah, I just like lost it there for a second. So that's my plan is. Now I did fix, I don't know if I talked about this, I can't remember. That sorghum field right next door is now ours. So we have that sorghum to do. We have the cornfield to do, we have the soybean field, and then we have the sorghum just behind the farm that we put up. Now, I'm not saying that I just wanted to put up a little farm, put up a building, some bins, cows, and do some cows. So we're just gonna, Elm Creek it is a nice map. I mean, it's not the greatest map in the world. It's not, it's giant standard wise, it's pretty good, and it's the only thing that we have. Well, we have this, we have the French map, and then we have Erlengrad. So our selection is very limited. So you just kind of got to go with what you got and make the best of it. That's kind of my theory here. It is a good depiction of Midwest U.S. I guess you could say they did a pretty good job. There are some things that they did fantastic. I'm telling you what, the sounds of FS22 are outstanding. They have great sounds. I mean, you can hear the chopping knives in the back of this combine. I mean, it really is good. And some textures. I love the new textures. I love the new planting texture when you use a planter. I love that. The road work here, just the textures of the roads are awesome. And they did a good job. It's a nice map. It's not a great map. It's a nice map, but in my opinion, it's not a great map. But it is very playable. So I figured, I'm gonna take France more seriously. Sophie and I are gonna have a good time over there, and this will just be kind of a more relaxed, just have a little play, kind of like Erlengrad was last year. You just gotta have a little play once in a while. And because it's one of the 3 maps that are out right here in the first week of FS22, you just gotta have a little go with it. And we do have some goals: $85,212 in the bank. I still have machinery to buy. I suppose that grass field that I own, I got to get the mower hooked up and start getting that grass mowed. And then I was thinking, okay, I'll just let it lay and dry for hay. But no, I mean, everything's different now. You're trying to relearn the game at the same time, because now if I just hit it, it'll be hay right away. I can bale it and store it. So that's kind of my goal there. Tomorrow will be September. Our soybeans, I don't think will be ready, and the corn won't be ready. There's a chance that our sorghum will be ready, because I think tomorrow in September is the last day that we can combine sorghum. And then we'll turn around and get busy this fall, getting our fields organized, because I do have to buy a rock picker upper machine. I need to get that, and I haven't figured out my secondary tillage. And I have the plow. I got that taken care of, but I'll need to get, to get that seed bed prep. I'm going to need to get that 5% yield, like a disc harrow or something like that. So we'll try to figure out something in that sense that'll give us that extra 5%. So we do have some equipment to buy, so we'll probably end up having to borrow some money. I don't think we're going to make a fortune off of these crops. I don't think this field's even been fertilized, so it's kind of what we just kind of started with. But we'll have a little go and have some fun with it. So I think for there, we'll leave it for today. I'll finish this field up. I'll get the semi will probably be, well, I'm not going to have a full, I don't think it'll be plump full, but I'll get that back to the farm, and then the next time we'll get that unloaded into the bin, and then we'll come back here. I'll probably have the baling done. It's a tedious process. I should be having, well, we don't have that yet. Never mind, because you think FS19 I'd have the guy follow me around. No, we don't have that yet. So you just kind of got to go with the program. But yeah, I'll probably have the baling done, and then we'll be ready to do probably some grass work next time. And well, I'll have to pick up the bales first. Then we'll have some grass work to do next time, and then that'll be before tomorrow. And then if the sorghum is ready, we got to combine some sorghum. So we got lots to do in the next 3 game days. We got lots to do, and then we'll be busy over the winter trying to get these fields prepped for next year. My goal is to kind of do it the way that I've been doing farming for like over 25 years. We'll get some chisel plow in here. We'll get some rock picking upping, and then in the spring, maybe run over with the harrow or whatever. But we'll have to find some equipment that way. Anyways, we'll leave it there for today. I thank you very much for stopping in Elm Creek. I appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great night, and keep them between the ditches, my good friends. So long.